It's Late Edition News at 10 with Ann Gownley. Sports with Beth Mensinger. And meteorologist Joe Garbacik.
An evacuation at a local nonprofit in Hazleton after the fire alarm rang through the building. And it's our top story tonight. Good evening. This is WYLN's Late Edition, Greater Hazleton's only local news broadcast for Thursday, May 8th, 2014. I'm Ann Gownley. An automatic fire alarm at the United Charities home in West Hazleton. Just before 3 p.m. on Thursday, employees evacuated the building once the alarm sounded. West Hazleton, along with Hazleton City Fire Departments, arrived on scene and immediately investigated.
Upon arrival, I sent crews in. They checked the building, couldn't find any faulty detectors. An exterior crew actually found a pole that had the fuse knocked off of it. So that's probably what caused a spike in the electrical here, caused the alarm to go off.
No injuries were reported and no damage was found inside the building. 3 people were arrested after breaking into the former St. Joseph's Hospital in Hazleton. According to police, 18-year-old Matthew Bittner and 2 juveniles, ages 14 and 15, were arrested just before 11 p.m. Wednesday night after entering through a hole in a locked metal gate and made their way inside. The 3 were observed by Hazleton police wrapping up several radiator pieces they had removed from multiple rooms. The 3 males were charged with burglary, criminal conspiracy to commit burglary, criminal trespass, theft, and related charges. Bittner will face additional charges of possession of a small amount of marijuana, possession of drug paraphernalia, and 2 counts of corruption of minors. The juveniles will also face possession of instruments of crime. A 6th grade student was hit by a car this afternoon in Tamaqua. These pictures are from TamaquaArea.com. You can see police and EMS workers on Broad Street near the St. Jerome School. The incident happened around 2:30 this afternoon. Witnesses of the incident said the boy darted into the path of a car that was headed east on West Broad Street. A doctor, nurse, and a physical therapist happened to be in the area and assisted the boy. The boy was conscious and able to walk following the incident. The silver Cadillac that hit the boy was towed from the scene for unknown reasons. Tamaqua police were assisted by Tamaqua Fire Police, Tamaqua Ambulance, and Lehian ALS Ambulance. The boy was taken to St. Luke's Miners Memorial Hospital for x-rays and other tests. No word on his condition tonight. 4 people from Baltimore, Maryland, accused of trespassing at Keystone Job Corps on April 11th have pled guilty to some of the violations against them. 19-year-old Johnny Snow and 21-year-old Tyshana Johnson were charged with defiant trespass. However, during a preliminary hearing at District Judge Daniel O'Donnell's, the Commonwealth threw out the criminal case. The 2 pled guilty to defiant trespass, a summary non-traffic citation. Both were ordered to pay $141 in court costs and fines. 22-year-old Taylor Snow pled guilty to reckless driving, defiant trespass, and criminal mischief. 22-year-old Tyrone Montana's charge of criminal trespass was also withdrawn. Butler Township Police arrested the foursome on April 11th for entering the security gate and onto Keystone Job Corps Center property without authorization. A juvenile student was found inside the car, but police later found out that she voluntarily left with them. An investigation is underway by the Wilkes-Barre Police Department for a report of several shots fired Thursday morning. Police responded to North Washington and Beaumont streets just before 2:30 on Thursday morning. What appeared to be bullet holes were found in the front of Theodores Restaurant and Bar on North Pennsylvania Avenue. Traces of blood were also found on the sidewalk and on the building. A bullet fragment was found on the sidewalk in front of the main window. Local hospitals were also contacted to see if any patients were admitted with gunshot wounds. The investigation is ongoing. Anyone with information is asked to call the Wilkes-Barre Police Department at 570-208-4207. A court decision was handed down on Wednesday stating that the Clines Bank McAdoo Joint Sewer Authority is on the hook for $322,466,000.22. Schuylkill County Judge John Domalakis ruled in court that KBM used the formulas which with consent of each municipality, which was impermissible. Klein Township Municipal Authority sued KBM, the bank's Township Authority, and McAdoo McAdoo Borough Sewer Authority in February 2008, alleging that KBM improperly calculated the amounts owed under the agreement from 2004 through 2008. McAdoo is due over $310,000 and Klein Township is owed nearly $12,000 it was seeking, according to Judge Domalakis. Banks Township Supervisor Charles Challis said that the rates were based on the actual flow. After the first year, only Banks was connected to the systems. Since January of 2009, KBM has been billing on actual costs and actual flows. This Saturday is Stamp Out Hunger Day, and across the country, the National Association of Letter Carriers, along with area United Ways, are collecting non-perishable foods for the hungry. It's the nation's largest single-day food drive, Stamp Out Hunger. Since 1992, 1 billion pounds of food donations were collected by letter carriers across the country. Last year alone, 74.4 pounds was picked up. On Saturday, May 10th, the United Way of Greater Hazleton, along with the National Association of Letter Carriers in Hazleton, will be collecting non-perishable food items. We spoke with Rich Salo, the Director of Resource Development for the United Way of Greater Hazleton, who says they have been involved since the food drive began in 1992.
This year, May 10th, where the National Association of Letter Carriers, our post office here in Hazleton, and almost 100 United Way volunteers, we go out and we pick non-perishable foods from the porches and the stoops of people's homes. We ask you for Saturday morning, first thing, to put any non-perishable food that you would like to donate to our 4 area food banks out before your mail carrier comes, and we'll pick it up throughout the day with the Association of Letter Carriers and the United Way.
More than 50 million people are food insecure, hungry, or at risk of hunger across the nation, according to America's Second Harvest. For 22 years, Doug Sims, a letter carrier at the Hazleton Post Office, has been involved in helping collect food for the people in our area so they won't go without a meal.
22 years we're doing this, and I've been here with it all that time. And we do it because we want to help the people that need. And there are a lot of people in this area and all over the country that need our help.
Organizations in the Hazleton area that will be benefiting from this food drive are the Salvation Army, Catholic Social Services, Commission on Economic Opportunity, and United Charities. Letter carriers will be doing double duty on Saturday, collecting the food and delivering the mail. Sims says the extra work is done without being paid overtime unless it is necessary.
The time that we give is ours, and it's for the people.
In order to participate, you are asked to leave the non-perishable items in or near your mailbox on Saturday morning before your mail is delivered. If you live in a rural area, you may place it near your post. Make sure to put the ticket on the bag so letter carriers will know what the bag is for. Again, Stamp Out Hunger Day will be held this Saturday, May 10th. For more information, you may contact the United Way of Greater Hazleton at 570-455-9515, or you may ask your letter carrier. In other news today, criminals in Luzerne County owe $72.9 million in debt to society. At a meeting this week, the numbers were revealed to Luzerne County council members. The amount caught the attention of Councilman Stephen A. Urban, who has been grappling with the $400 million in debt the county is in. Urban said he would like a better understanding of why taxpayers are footing the bill for several parts of the justice system in the county. Urban asked if the court can be doing more to ensure that people pay up when they are fined. Hearings by the Justice Department have also begun. Defendants who owe money must explain why payments are not being made. They will then be subject to corrective action plans, and the department may also look into suspending driver's licenses for non-payment. The Nanticoke woman who filed a protection from abuse order against Leo Glodzik of LAG Towing was denied the request by Luzerne County Judge Thomas Burke. Judge Burke said his decision was made due to lack of corroborating evidence and a lack of credible evidence that Glodzik caused injuries to her body. According to Alexandria O'Donoghue, Glodzik her on the night of April 17th and drug her around by her hair and beat her in the head until she lost consciousness. A temporary PFA was previously issued by Judge Burke pending the outcome of this morning's hearing. Glodzik, O'Donoghue, 2 city police officers and others testified in court today. Once hearing from both sides, Burke determined that Glodzik never touched Donoghue. A preschool literacy program is underway in the Hazleton Area School District to promote a love of reading among children. It is due in part to the creation of a big-time country superstar. Dolly Parton's Imagination Library celebrates and inspires a child's love for reading and literacy. The project was made possible locally by Cargill, the Luzerne Foundation, and United Way's Child Advocacy Committee.
We are very excited to launch the Dolly Parton Imagination Library. The project will allow every child that is born in Hazleton to receive a book a month for the first 5 years of the child's life, 60 months.
The books are new and arrive monthly by mail in the child's name. Beginning July 1st, the Lehigh Valley Hospital Hazleton will enroll new moms in the Imagination Library.
This is a program that will hopefully attack one of the biggest problems that we've identified in our community, and that is childhood illiteracy and the fact that many children are signing up for kindergarten and not only don't know how to read, but in fact have never seen a book.
Dolly's Imagination Library is a proven program aimed to spark a child's interest in reading. It also increases their parents' awareness of the child's reading levels. The library is open to children from birth to 5 years old. Interested parents can contact the United Way of Greater Hazleton at 570-455-9515 or visit unitedwayhazleton.org. There's a brand new restaurant in town led by a well-known local chef who has dedicated his lifetime to the culinary arts. Theodores is now open for business. The restaurant sits on the site of the former Stagecoach Inn on Route 309 in Drums. The facility also hosts special events and parties in its spacious banquet room. We spoke with owner and chef Drew Wandishin.
It's a wonderful seasonal inspired cuisine at Theodores. It's in honor of my mother, and we're going to have all kinds of fresh produce and American cuisine, great bar food, and just a fun place for everybody to come and enjoy.
Chef Drew says that it has been an ongoing 8-month process remodeling Theodores. The restaurant also features an outdoor patio area where patrons can enjoy some great food in some long-awaited summer-like weather.
This is part of the fun that we want to have here at Theodores. Just beautiful. When the weather's nice, come down here and enjoy a few drinks and have some great pick food or whatever your filet mignon, steaks, fresh seafood. I love cooking with seafood, so I want to make sure that we do grilled swordfish, tuna, you name it. I want to have a lot of wonderful fresh features.
Wandishin dedicated the name of his restaurant to someone very close to his heart.
Theodora was my mother's name, and I'm very honored to be able to put her name on a lifelong career of maintaining and doing food.
Theodores is now open 7 days a week from 4 p.m. until 11 p.m. To find out more about the business, you can call 570-708-7500 or visit them at theodores.com. Mark your calendars because our Julie Stefanovich has information on the upcoming Mountaintop Relay for Life.
Relay for Life was established by the American Cancer Society as a venue for people to honor cancer survivors, to remember those who have lost their battles, and raise funds and awareness to fight the disease that has touched so many lives. The Relay organizers and Mountaintop are gearing up for their annual event. Dawn Chalk is the Relay co-chair, and she gave us all the important details on the upcoming fundraiser.
The relay is going to be on May 17th at Crestwood High School, and it starts at 10 a.m. with the Survivor's Lap. And if people want to come out, we're going to have live entertainment throughout the day. We're going to have bands such as 24 Bars, Send Request. Alyssa Golden's going to be singing. There's going to be entertainment throughout the entire event.
Businesses are encouraged to gather members for teams as well as individuals who can bring their friends and families to show their support.
Individuals can just come out that day. I'm calling it the first bazaar on the mountain. It's going to start off with the the Survivor Lap at 10 a.m. We're going to have the All-Star Cheer Academy. We're going to have the Crestwood cheerleaders and the high school band. And they're going to actually start the lap, and local dignitaries will be here and township supervisors. If anyone would like to come and check out the artwork from the Crestwood students and Anita Heron, we're going to have artwork for sale also.
This year's theme is to help make our dreams come true. The tents will be decorated based on fairy tales, and co-chair Regina Cloker said that there are many different reasons why people become involved.
We relay because it is an important cause. The American Cancer Society provides a lot